What's up, guys? Welcome back to Game Last Casual. It's been a while, I know. It's been a minute. So, let's just get into this video, yeah. Um, so today we're not no review. I'm not doing a review of this, but what I am gonna do is my thoughts. Okay. So, and I get into why I'm not going to be doing a review on this or probably any other anime or manga anytime soon. I'll probably do that at the end of the video if I remember, because I might forget. I got short-term memory. Um, but today we're going to do a video on DeadTube, which is a video my friend Vernon, aka Kaiser, who was supposed to make a YouTube channel like at least a year ago, and he still hasn't done it. That's him. I don't know what's going on with that. He's slacking. He's slacking. I am too, but you know, it is what it is. So my friend Vernon asked me to look at this manga called DeadTube. And I actually read the first 3 chapters with him and while we were in a Skype call. Um Now, if you guys know or have ever read DeadTube, heard anything about it, then you know exactly why I'm sighing right now. Why I'm face palming right now. Don't get me wrong, okay? It's not a bad manga. It isn't bad. It's just okay, it's got to be one of the craziest, twisted, messed up psychological. I don't even know. Like I don't even know how to put it in words. It's like the most messed up manga. One of the most messed up mangas I've ever read. Like it's up there with Future Diary and Phantom Requiem of the Phantom and shows and I wouldn't go as far as to say Full Metal Alchemist because that show is messed up, but it's up there. It's pretty far up there. Um, it's dark to say the very least. And I just got done reading chapter 4, which is where I'm at right now. So I'm just gonna get my thoughts on it. Actually, I'm gonna give my thoughts on that manga in general up until this point, like where I'm at, chapter 4. Um, so okay, the first chapter really like takes you for it's kind of like a catfish. Kinda. Like, okay, I knew it was gonna be some messed up. I knew it was gonna be messed up. I knew there was gonna be a twist at some point in time in the first chapter. I knew it. I felt it. Okay? I felt it. Cause I can sense these things. Okay. I haven't read that many mangas, but I've seen a lot of animes. And I've seen some animes that'll do that. They'll catfish you. And then they'll switch it up. Plot twist, smack in your face. Just like that. So I knew it was coming. But what I didn't know was how hard the smack was going to be, if I'm making any sense right now. Okay. So in the beginning of the first chapter, like first part of the chapter, it makes you, it seems like it's just going to be one of those typical, ordinary mangas where the main protagonist is a loser, low self-esteem, but I somehow becomes like gets his own harem. Makes zero sense, but it happens a lot in manga and anime. It is what it is. So that's like the typical thing, the most ordinary thing, and it makes it seem like that's what it's gonna be until the cameras get involved. Not just the cameras, but and I got the names right here. Well, not all the names, but the most important ones right now, especially in chapter 4. Mashiro, especially when Mashiro gets involved. Gets involved. So in the first chapter, she just, oh yeah, I want you to record me. Don't stop recording. I forgot exactly why she wanted him to record. I think it was just for the class, like some for the club, the recording club, because they're in the videography club. If you didn't read it and don't know, um, so she asked him to record like everything all day. Not just not like everything like other people, but everything she does. She wants to be recorded and she doesn't want him to stop recording. And she takes this to a serious length. I'm talking real serious. And this is further explained by her in chapter, was it 2? Yeah, chapter 2, I'm pretty sure. Uh so yeah, he's so she just like, oh, I want you to record everything I do and don't stop recording. It's all friendly. No, okay. So before I get into the hard stuff, uh, before I get into the hard stuff, to tell you exactly how serious this was for her as far as recording, she wanted him to record her in the shower, record her in the bathroom. So that already goes to show you that's one of the another red flags you should pick up on when reading this manga, to know that at some point there's going to be a major twist and a major shift in terms of attitude and in terms of direction. The mangaka, I don't know what's his or her name is or who it is, but whoever writes this manga notes, like, they basically hint at throughout the first chapter that this is not an ordinary manga you're gonna read, and that the censors that will normally be on other mangas and shonen. First off, I don't even think this is shonen. If this is a shonen, I'm dropping. I'm dropping dead right. Shoot, I'll get a camera and kill myself right now. I'll kill myself. No, listen. The ordinary censors that's on other mangas and animes are obviously not there, especially in this first chapter. And it really goes to show at the end of the first chapter. But the mangaka hints at there being no filters. It's basically like the manga telling the viewer, warning, attention, there's going to be some messed up things ahead. That's basically what the mangaka is saying. From the fact that they're not afraid, or they don't shy away from nudity. They don't shy away from the language. They don't shy away from certain concepts like being filmed showering or being filmed in the bathroom. Certain, like, basically a breach of privacy. They're not afraid to address issues like that and involve that into the manga. So off the gate, there's already some concepts that you normally wouldn't see in a lot of manga and anime because of censorship, or they're just afraid to tackle certain issues and all that. So that should have already given you, okay, if they're not afraid to do this, then I should definitely have my eyes open, because there's gonna be some coming up the road. And if that's how you thought, you were right. Just like me, we connected, me and you. Wait, I don't know. We connected, we get it, okay, and we were right, because after all that, first off, it was hinted at that, what's the dude's name? Machia. Machia. I don't even have his name written down. I just remembered it somehow. But Machia, the main character, it's hinted that he has a crush on Mashiro, which isn't like a huge crush, but you could tell it's a developing crush on Mashiro. Just because of how much time they were spending together. Like I said, she wanted him to record everything she did in her life at that point for, what was it, like 2 days, 4 days. So yeah, you could tell that there was a developing crush going on with Machia. Okay, that's. I thought someone was knocking on the door, but with Machia and Mashiro. And it makes it worse because after we getting those hints that he's like got feelings for her, she starts recording. We get introduced to a new character, which is, his name was Yamamoto. Hold on, I'm back. My bad. So we get introduced to a new character, and Actually, I think it was the same. Yeah, it's still the first chapter, just the second day. And the second day of the first chapter, if I make any sense, um, we get introduced to a new character, and his name is Yamamoto. Now, this dude was apparently um, Mashiro's boyfriend. I almost said girlfriend. I like that doesn't make any sense. But Mashiro's boyfriend. Now, it's messed up and twisted. Well, not necessarily twisted, but it's pretty messed up because, like I said, it was said that Machio was developing a crush for Mashiro, and he was getting treated like crap from his classmates and everything. Basically, like I said, he was a loser, low self-esteem, because he was always picked on and bullied. So there's just like it's like the icing on the cake, you know. It's just like so many setbacks. I won't say setbacks, but so many slaps in the face essentially towards Machia. It's just bad because he's developing this crush, and now he's following his crush around, thinking that something's happening. But then she brings in this other guy that is her boyfriend, and she acts, and she knows, trust me, because there was tons of flirting between like her flirting with him, not really flirting, but more like teasing, because she knows what's happening. She knows that he was developing a crush. Did I move the camera? I don't know. You can't see my other hand. I don't know. But she knows that he was developing a crush for her. But she still introduced the boyfriend and let him meet Machia. Not only did he do that, did she do that, but she knows that her boyfriend is a douchebag, an extreme douchebag, the exact type of douchebag that used to bully Machia back in the day at school. So like, bruh, like you gonna bring your new boyfriend or whatever into the picture and have this dude that you know obviously has a crush on you and makes them film the whole thing. But don't wait. I mean, don't worry. It gets worse. Trust. He films, first off, he films them kissing and dating and being on the date, basically. So that's another jab in the gut. But after that, nah, we ain't gonna stop there. Nah, we ain't gonna stop there. Let me make sure my mic is still on. Yeah, we ain't gonna stop there. We gonna take it to another level. Forget dates, forget kisses. Nah, we about to go full on porno out this piece. Straight up. No holding back. And that's what they did. They went to this, and it was the dude's idea. Just adding to his douchebaggery. Because I'm pretty sure even he knew, yeah, this guy has a crush on her. But she's a mine. You can't have her. And she knew. She knew what it was like. Anyway. So, the Yamamoto suggests going to this abandoned warehouse or whatever. I forgot what. It was an abandoned building or something. And they have sex in there. And Machia films the whole thing. Straight up. And then this is when the twist happens. Okay? So in the midst of the intercourse, of course, it just has to be a switch just then. So they're about to get it. They were pretty much getting it on. Okay? She says, "Oh, I'm still a virgin," but I mean, if you read the chapter and you see how far they actually went, it's like, can you really still count that as being a virgin? Can you? I don't know about that. My shiro. Okay. So they go pretty much ham, and then she gets on top of him. Yeah, I think she gets on top of him. No, ready to do the do with you. Wait, I don't know. But right as they were getting it, this is when the switch happens from the direction of the manga. She picks up a stick and smashes the dude in the face with it. Blood everywhere, gushing, dent in his head. And she keeps going. She pretty much beats the guy to death. Not only, okay, so first off, I knew there was something like that coming. I was still surprised somewhat, but I knew it was something like that coming. But if you're just someone who would completely rickrolled, if people say that anymore, I completely catfish after thinking this wasn't that type of manga, then you would have been extremely surprised as to see that happen, to see this guy get beaten to death by Mashiro. But that it doesn't stop there either. They just continue to, like, this is one layer messed up. Another one. Some DJ Khaled type stuff. It just keeps going. It don't stop. Okay? It just don't stop. So the next level of messed up in this, if that makes any sense, is Machia, might be, I'm butchering his name. Machia, remind you, he's still recording this whole thing because she told him never to stop recording me. So he's still recording this whole thing, okay? But in the midst of watching this dude get beat to a bloody pulp, dude gets hard. You did not just hear that wrong. He got hard. He got aroused. He liked it. He wanted more. he was in it. Okay? He was like, yeah. Oh my God, I've never felt anything like this. But he's just, bro, I don't care what anyone says. If you've read this, okay, to be fair, I'm only 4 chapters in. But at this point in time, he is seeming like a legit psychopath. And then the later chapters after that, they try to basically, I don't want to say make you forget, but they try to seem like, oh, he's got a conscience. Oh, he's the good guy here. Like, nah, B. You can't come back from that. That's some sick. That's one of the most sickest things I've seen in an anime / manga. Period. Straight up. Hands down, bar none. Okay, but the only thing comparing is a select few shows. Okay. But he got hard. He got aroused by watching her beat the dude to death. So yeah, that goes to show you how messed up this show is. Yeah, it's a complete catfish, you know. Unless, like, if you're just someone who's just starting off reading manga and watching anime, and it's kind of new to this whole thing, or you may have seen like a couple of shows but not too much into it, then yeah, you would have been completely catfished and caught off guard, you know. But I'm even not super into anime and manga, but I've seen a pretty lot. I don't know. I can't even speak. I've seen quite a bunch. Let's say that, you know. So I kind of knew what to expect because I've seen Future Diary and other shows like this, where Future Diary doesn't really catfish. Really, they're more straightforward with it. But this one, they do catfish. But the hit, when they reveal themselves to what it truly is, it's a hard hit. It really is, and it really like shocks you. It gets you for real. And I just realized I talked about chapter 1. I'm supposed to be talking about chapter 4. Chapter 4, to be honest, not much happened except so someone wants Oshima to be the director, if you know who I'm talking about. Someone said, basically Mashiro says that there's a rumor spreading around that, and I'm not going to go through the whole chapter, just the most important parts, because I've already talked a whole bunch in this video. But she basically says there's a rumor going around that Oshima, aka the director, is going to kill herself in, 2 days? 2 or 5 days, something like that. And the only way to save her is for Machia to constantly record everything she does. So that's pretty much the premise of chapter 3 and 4. He just recording her all day. And she basically says because he confronts her about it. She says, oh, there's no way I would ever kill myself because I'm too happy I'm in love right now. And I even theorized while I was reading the chapter that the only way she would actually kill herself is if the person she loves died. Because go back and read exactly how she talks about this supposed lover. She says, oh, this lover is the most important thing in the world to me. I think she even says something like, he's the only thing keeping me alive, or if he would die, then I would also die, or I would kill for this person. Some crazy, really obsessive, attached stuff like that, you know? So I thought, like, okay, if this is right, if she is supposed to kill herself in 5 2 or 5 days or something like that. The only way I could see her doing that is if something happened to her significant other. If they were to die, or if he would have cheated on her, or something crazy like that. And in chapter 4, spoiler alert if you don't want to know, but in chapter 4, we found out that her significant other was indeed Hikuchi, which is one of the dudes in the club with them, and was also one of Machia's friends. It was him, and he ends up dying in this episode. And it's not really confirmed, but highly hinted that Mashiro was the one who did it. It's highly hinted that she killed him, and she also killed two other people. I forgot their names in this chapter. So yeah, so he's now dead, and now they're trying to, cause now like she's pretty sure that it was Mashiro, cause it was a whole text sent to her phone, and pretty much saying like right after Hikuchi died, she got a text saying, okay, you will kill yourself in 2 days, and if you don't, I'm just gonna continue to kill your friends, and it is what it is. And Mashiro was the main one talking about, I'm confident that you're gonna die in so and so amount of time or whatever. So she puts two and two together. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mashiro, the one who killed him and killed the other two and wants me to die. So she comes to the conclusion. Well, actually, at first she says, I have to kill myself in order to save my friends. But then she comes to the conclusion like, nah, actually I don't have to. What we can do is try to trap. At first she says we can try to kill Mashiro together. And she's talking to Machia. She wanted herself and Machia to kill Mashiro. But Machia is like, or we could just capture her. Which I'm like, dog, come on now. She already killed at least 4 people. At least. From what we've seen. She's killed at least 4 people already. Forget this whole capture and stuff. Just take her out. Forget it. But nah, she's like, yeah, you're right. And I ain't buying it. I thought like she was kind of fake right there. Hiding her true agenda. But she's like, yeah, alright. We won't kill her. We'll just capture her, whatever. And they have this whole plan set up where they're basically gonna do a video and try to meet up with her, and then when she gets there, they're gonna try and ambush her and restrain her or whatever. So Machia goes back home because Oshima. I keep butchering these names. I'm sorry. Oshima basically says he smells terrible, pretty much straight up to his face, savage, and so he's like, okay, and he went home, took a bath. But then Oshima calls him in the middle of the night about another text she got it was from Hikuchi's phone, but it's highly hinted that Mashiro's the one who has Hikuchi's phone, and she's the one sending messages and stuff like that. So she gets another message, which, again, if you thought this was a normal manga, first off, if the first chapter didn't already convince you this wasn't going to be a normal manga, you already messed up. That's number one. But number two, they further enforce this idea of this psychological horror in in chapter 4 by the text message that Mashiro sends Oshimi, which is 3 of her friends are captured, locked up somewhere, and it looks like they've been beat up and all this. And then one of them starts to get, it looks like Mashiro starts to rape her. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. She's either getting tortured or raped, or both. I don't know. Something's going on there. But they're like screaming for help. Mashiro, please. Not Mashiro, but Machia and Oshimi, please save us. And all this crap. And that's pretty much where the chapter ends. It ends on a pretty dark note of the friends being held hostage, beat up. Look like one of them's getting raped and all this. So yeah. That's DeadTube so far. Vernon, what do you have me reading? Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's not a bad manga. It isn't. But it's, for me personally, it's like, I don't know. I feel like, and I told this to Vernon too when I was talking to him. I feel like if it wasn't for the dark, twisted moments that happen in the show, it would be like any other harem in an anime, any other ecchi harem, bordering on the line of hentai, to be honest. But it's those psychological twists that sets it apart from those things. But you know, it is what it is. That's just my opinion on it. I don't think it's too great. I don't think it's bad. No, it's interesting. I say that at the very least. It's interesting because I haven't seen an anime really do this concept. It reminds me of Future Diary, except not as straightforward, but more horrifying in the psychological aspect. Because I told Vernon this also. It's not the deaths that are the scary part, or that's supposed to be the scary part. It's a psychological, not really battle, but the psychological terror that the mangaka infuses into the manga and its direction and meaning that's supposed to be the real horror aspect of the manga. And that's what's truly terrifying to me. And I'll probably make another video getting into, like, going more in depth into what I mean by that. Probably in my chapter 5 thoughts, because I'm not getting into reviews. And this video is already long, so I said I was gonna get into why I'm not doing reviews, at least at the moment. But it's already 26 minutes, you know, and I'm not editing this. No edits, forget that, because we're going straight through. I don't care. Okay. I'm just making videos now. So yeah, I'll probably get into why I'm not doing reviews in the other video also. I'll probably be doing thoughts on a couple of animes also. Another one I had in mind was Ronin Warriors, which is an anime that my friend Evil Gaming, which I've done videos with in the past, he wanted me to watch that. He wanted to watch that with me because it just looked interesting and cool to him. So I'll probably watch like the first episode of that, get my video out, and probably talk about the whole review thing in that video also. And the 5th chapter to DeadTube Thoughts is coming. When? I don't know. I got no dates, okay? I don't have a specific schedule anymore, okay? I'm just doing it, okay? Relax, accept it, okay? So yeah, that's it. Like the video if you liked it. Sub if you want to see more videos like this. And I'm out. Peace. No outro. Just, it is what it is.